Good Thursday morning, 8 o'clock on this October 16th. Thanks so much for joining us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Stephannie Joseph.
And I'm Dan Schrack. We have a lot to get to this morning, but we do want to get a look at some of the news headlines you need to know today.
And we're continuing to follow that breaking overnight news out of Henrietta this morning.
Yeah, postal employee shot early this morning in the parking lot. Chris Lopez is live on Jefferson Road with the very latest for us now. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, we just received word that Monroe County sheriffs have wrapped up their investigation, at least on the grounds here at the post office. We got that information probably about 10 minutes ago. We have been on scene since about 4:30 this morning. Now, let me give you guys the rundown, the timeline of what happened as we were briefed from Monroe County sheriffs. They told us they got a call at about 12:40 this morning from the post office here on Jefferson Road. They told that caller said that a person was shot. Once they arrived on scene, it turns out that it was an employee of the post office who was shot. Now, that victim was transported to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and they have since been treated and released from the hospital. Now, the suspect fled the scene in a vehicle. Now, we asked what kind of vehicle it was, what was the description of that suspect, and the sheriffs did not give us any information pertaining to that. This is a federal building, so there is cameras everywhere, and the Monroe County sheriffs were combing through that video footage and questioning witnesses to see what they found out. There are a lot of questions still that need to be answered. Was this an isolated incident? Was the suspect targeting that victim, or was this a random act of violence? The sheriffs did use a canine and a drone to help assist with this. And like I said, they combed through video footage and they were questioning people here. I walked into the post office to see if I could get any information. They told us they could not speak to the media at all. So there was no information given there, but business as usual will carry on here at the post office. This is not a regular post office either. Seems like it's a very large facility. I drove through and around the area, and it does look like business as usual is going on. Jefferson Road here is open for traffic as well. And like I said, that is all the information that we have for you guys. And we're going to continue to update you here live or online as this story develops. But for now, reporting in Henrietta, Chris Lopez, 13 WHAM News.
All right, Chris, out there for us live. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
We're going to turn now to some other headlines that we're following. One person is in custody after a stabbing late last night on Avenue C in the city. Now, police were called to that area near Conkey Avenue just before midnight. A 57-year-old man had been stabbed in the upper body. He is expected to survive. Police surrounded a house in that area and eventually took a 36-year-old man into custody. He's been charged with assault.
Xerox is making some job cuts in line with its acquisition of Lexmark. The company says the layoffs are part of a broader plan to combine operations between the two brands. A spokesperson says they're not releasing any details on how many jobs will be impacted or where.
Jury deliberations will continue for a second day in the case of three former Marcy Corrections officers. Matthew Gallagher, Nicholas Kiefer, and David Kingsley are each charged with murder in the death of Rochester native and inmate Robert Brooks. Body-worn camera video captured his fatal beating last December. Closing arguments wrapped up yesterday.
And a Victor High School student could be facing a violation after deputies say the 16-year-old showed up to class with a BB gun, pellets, and a live bullet. Another student spoke up, telling staff about the items in the student's backpack. School officials were able to get that bag away from the teen, and no one was hurt or threatened. All right, 8:04 this Thursday. Let's get a look at what we have brewing for the next 2 hours right here on ARC Rochester. A closer look at a powerful story about family, food, and forgiveness. We're sitting down with the Geva Theatre to learn more about the show Sancocho and how the recipe brings two sisters face to face with love, loss, and long simmering secrets.
Sounds really good. Then we are firing up the grill and calling on the Bills Mafia for an upcoming backyard barbecue battle. We'll be joined by Bills long snapper Reid Ferguson to learn more about an upcoming cooking competition happening this weekend and how you can still sign up to compete.
Are you good at grilling?
I would say yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, take the compliment, too. All right, Steph. And later, we are feeling the blues this Thursday. Rochester legend Chris Beard is taking stage tomorrow night for his farewell show. We're going to sit down with the Prince of Blues and look back at his incredible career and even get a special live in-studio performance from him.
But before all of that, we'll get a check of the forecast because we're expecting to see some sunshine. It's already showing up out there on this pretty cool day. Meteorologist Marty Snyder joining us now with a look at how long this sunshine will stick around. Hey, Marty.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, it looks like it's going to stick with us all day. Beautiful day coming up for us. Chilly start, though. A lot of places have really dropped off by quite a bit, especially for the official number in Rochester. But you can see that sunshine as it is winning out. That holds on pretty well for a lot of the day today. 34 right now. It was a story where we're seeing that temperature hold pretty consistently in the 40s through the overnight. Then all that happened is we lost a couple miles per hour velocity in the wind speed, and it turned to be just a little bit off of north, and that took the lake out of the equation. So the Lake Ontario was really keeping that temperature propped up pretty well in the 40s for quite a while. But then once we lost that, it really dropped off pretty rapidly, about 10-degree drop just in an hour there. So we're in the 30s right now. Some areas in the 40s still, but most have fallen back into the 30s. And as you can see, a pretty good temperature progression from where we're starting. Still a little bit cool for this time of year, mid-50s for highs with a lot of sun. And then longer term tonight could get into at least a few more pockets of frost across the area during that time frame as well. And then back to almost 60 as we head into Friday, maybe a little closer to 70 on Saturday. And then numbers pull back a little bit into next week. Late Sunday into Monday could pick up our next couple showers across the area. But in general, not too bad for today. A lot of sunshine, and temperatures may warm up just a little more as we head into the upcoming weekend. So something to look forward to there, turning a little milder just in time for the weekend.
Look, we love the sunshine, but I made note of this. I mentioned it to Stephannie earlier. Chris Lopez out there live for us all morning long covering that breaking news. You can see the guy's breath, Marty.
Yes.
His nose is red, too.
Yeah.
We're in that time of year. And yeah, for me, as I think I mentioned to you guys earlier, I got in the car this morning and ran the wipers, and all of a sudden the dew that was on the windshield, that just went over into a glaze of ice. So we're into that time of the year again.
We certainly are. All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
And stick around, we've got much more to get to here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're sharing some stories that we found interesting this Thursday morning.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around, we're back after this. 8:10 this Thursday morning. Time to go off the top and start with some of the stories that have piqued our interest. I'll kick things off today. If your neighbors see you walking backward down the street, or you see them walking backward down the street, don't call 911. They might just be ahead of the curve. Because the latest fitness trend doesn't require equipment. It just requires your willingness to moonwalk. It's called backward walking or retro walking, and right now it's having a moment. Take a look at this video that producer John put together for us earlier this morning.
Did he just rewind it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's just video of people walking, only we put it in reverse. But unlike some of the other stuff that tends to trend online, this one's got real science behind it, because experts say walking backward actually forces your body to work harder, not because it's intense, but because it's unfamiliar. You're firing up the muscles that you normally ignore, your glutes, your hip flexors, your quads, even a little bit of the stabilizers around your ankles. You're also stretching your hamstrings without realizing it. For a few years, I've seen people doing this on the treadmills at the gym and always looked at them kind of curiously.
On the treadmill?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I'll get to it later, but the
Okay.
treadmill is the safest place to be doing this.
Really?
Yes, safest place. But apparently, because your body has to adjust to a totally different movement pattern, your brain also gets a workout as well. Therapists and trainers say it can help with your balance, your coordination, even your mood. And walking backward, even in short bursts, works like cross-training. Same activity, just new angles. Trainers suggest the treadmill is actually the safest place to try this, and so do I after walking into someone's desk this morning and then a wall with a cup of hot coffee as I was trying it. I made it all the way down the hallway. No, that's a lie. I made it from my desk to executive producer Mike DiGiorgio's desk and nearly fell over. And made it down the hallway, got back, and then I walked into the news director's office wall. Right there. What are you going to do?
Not very far.
Yeah. So if you spot somebody on their way out there today, walking on the sidewalk like they're in Rewind, they might not be confused. They might just be toned, well-balanced, and have coordination that I lack. Would you do it?
I would try it.
Can you do it?
I would say up into a certain distance.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, who's directing back there? Chris, can you zoom out?
Not you walking backwards.
There you go. There you
Oh
go.
my
Are you
goodness.
you're
I'm
trying
gonna do
it
it too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Let's see. I don't want to walk into you. I'm scared now.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You can do it. Let's get over here, McLean.
How do I? Oh gosh.
Do cross traffic. No, somebody has to go one way.
Okay.
And,
Get over on that side then.
and also you have to.
This is going to
about
end
this
with
one.
one of us in the hospital
Well,
and workman's
I'm gonna
comp.
I need a few weeks off, okay?
Yeah, right. All right, go.
Oh,
Beep,
hey, you
beep.
guys are doing well.
Beep, beep.
Okay.
We're gonna take camp 1. Walk to the weather wall.
Walk to the
Oh,
weather
You're
wall.
yes.
good.
Walk to the
Okay.
weather wall.
This way?
Okay. Okay.
All right. I'm watching. Oh wait, should I participate?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
All right.
This is where it gets
Am
ugly.
I cheating because I'm
Watch,
looking?
there's cables here.
No, I think listen, I think you have to be able to look behind you if you're walking like this.
Okay.
This is
Pick up the pace
Not
here.
great. Not great.
Goodness, McLean.
This feels like
Okay.
All right.
this feels like an insurance claim.
Are we
waiting
supposed to
happen.
continue?
I'm gonna continue back to my
No,
weather
back
pod.
this way. Back this way. You got to navigate the cables on the floor.
You see?
goodness.
Oh, I can use the
I can look
use the
down?
monitors.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't
we can use
walk
those?
into the
Yeah.
cameras.
Okay. This is not great. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Listen, it does take skill. I feel like I'm lifting my knees higher than I normally do when I walk.
I'm like.
I don't like putting my car in reverse, okay?
All right.
What?
You and me both.
If you've ever seen McLean parallel park.
I thought I was the worst. Oh my
no.
goodness.
No.
All of the
Disastrous.
photographers.
All
will
right,
tell
so
you.
would you do that
No.
on the treadmill at the gym?
Oh no,
No.
I have a nightmare story. I know that we don't have time for it, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So, in high school, there was this athlete who also was an actor, but anyway, he was on the track team, and he was like doing level 7. Gets off the treadmill. Finally, I'm like, oh, I can get on. I get on the treadmill. It starts at level 7.
Ooh.
I don't know what to do. And usually you're supposed to hop on the side. It was going so fast. So I end up falling. And my pant,
No,
yeah.
Steph.
And so I still have the marks. But apparently we just
Was there security footage?
First of all, the gym teacher was actually not very nice about it and was kind of blaming me for the situation. I was like, this is why we check the treadmill before we get on.
Well,
You're supposed to stop it correctly when you get off.
I mean,
A note was never sent home. My mother found out for me. It was not great. But yeah, I have the marks to this day.
all right.
So I will not be trying.
So Steph won't be doing it.
No. All right, we'll move on now to my story. An encounter between two customers at a Marshall's in New Jersey quickly became violent. So this happened over the weekend. Police in Kearney say a customer got angry because she thought another customer was taking too long at checkout. The suspect has been identified as 25-year-old Amber Thompson. Officers say Thompson threatened to hurt this person outside, following through. Once they made it to the parking lot, Thompson allegedly used a knife from a set she bought earlier in that store, chased the victim down, and stabbed them multiple times. That person was hospitalized for non-life-threatening injuries. There's no word yet on, condition, extent of injuries, but shoppers were definitely shocked by this. They say it's not the norm.
I think it's pretty crazy that happened here. And what is this, Kearney Harrison? Yeah, it's just crazy because it never happens around here.
Police tell WABC they found the suspect hiding in the store's bathroom. The weapon was also with her on top of a baby changing station. She's facing multiple charges, including aggravated assault and weapons charges. In a statement, Marshall said in part, quote, "The safety and security of our associates and customers is important to us, and we're grateful for the swift response of the Kearney Police Department."
Okay, you're there to buy brand names on discount. We gotta back this train up if this
Yeah.
is what's going on out there.
It's kind of like, I know we did a story not too long ago about road rage and how that's been rising. I don't know if there's studies out there for, I guess,
Line
customer rage. Sure. Customer rage. But yeah, you'd never think that a dispute would go that far. And there wasn't a lot of details as to, maybe did the two know each other? It seemed like not. Maybe it was just, tensions flared and
We're just taking too long to check out.
There's no self-checkout at the Marshalls. So you can't really control it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Wild. And then found in the bathroom
Yeah.
with knives that they purchased at the store.
And I was reading somewhere, I think
crazy.
it was AOL posted the New York Post article, and there was a question about security. I don't think that there was any at this location, but you just don't.
Why do you think you need security at a Marshall's?
Yeah.
I'm looking for some holiday decor and new pillows.
Yeah.
What? That's wild. All right. Well, I want to find out what happens to this woman.
Yeah. There is an investigation that is still ongoing with this, so I'm sure more details will come out soon.
Sounds good. Hey, don't go far. When we come back, it's this morning's weather trivia.
Meteorologist Mark McLean will be back with us once again. He's coming up after this. Welcome back at 8:21. Meteorologist McLean joining us now with a look at today's sunny but also cool forecast, as well as some weather trivia.
Should we do the forecast forward, or should we go backwards?
Oh, no.
Like we were just doing?
Listen, whatever way you're more coordinated doing.
Well, it's a lot easier to tell everyone what happened already.
This is true.
It's a lot less of a challenge for me.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about weather trivia. This is a fun one. You're no stranger to clouds because you've lived in Western New York your whole life, right? So this is a cloudy place. You know that already. And today's weather trivia asking about metros with a million and which ones have lots of cloud cover. And,
there it is.
There we go. And surprisingly, I was surprised by this. Rochester actually makes the million. We're the last on the list. There's 56 of these in the United States. But is Seattle, Washington the cloudiest place? And this would be days with complete overcast. So just to clarify, this is start to finish, midnight to midnight cloud deal. Is it us? Is it Grand Rapids, Michigan? Or is it Columbus, Ohio?
Okay, Steph.
We have to rule out B, right? That's the ding dong.
That's my thought. Or is he asking the question because Rochester is the answer?
I never know.
I know. This is a good one.
He said something about something being last on the list.
I'll tell you, there's one place that if you love clouds, you love clouds. I would say the majority of people might be on the other side of that. Mm-hmm. There is one place up in Alaska that has 306 cloud days per year. Cold day.
Yeah, I don't know.
How about that?
How far north?
Pretty rough.
I would have to look up the geography on that one, but that is something. But obviously they don't make the million for the metro because nobody wants to live.
If it's cloudy and dark for half the year, I wouldn't make it.
That's a
There's
lot.
like some lights that you can get to, adjust.
Yeah, so there's actually 10 of those metros from that list that have more than half of the year in cloud cover. So 10 out of the 56 on the list.
Wow.
So it's interesting.
Cities you don't want to move to.
I guess so. You know, it would be nice if we could actually get something out of those clouds, right? We're in a drought around here, and that's been the weather story. A severe drought for Western New York, a moderate drought into the Finger Lakes, areas near Syracuse, abnormally dry, and it gets worse through parts of New England. Check this out. This is extreme drought through parts of Vermont, New Hampshire, parts of Maine. We get this update in about, 8:24. We'll get this update in about 15 minutes. It's a once-a-week update from the Drought Monitor, and we'll post that for you here at 9 o'clock right on Arc Rochester. We'll give you that update. We did have some rain last week, so I would suspect that probably conditions are similar this week compared to last week, but we'll know for sure here coming up. But 34, the morning low is officially 33 in Rochester, so if you have to head out to the car, just keep in mind it's frost covered at this point, as are the plants in your front yard. Just give everything a quick minute to warm up. No wind out there. Got colder in Rush. Look at the New York State Mesonet. This is nice. Shows the huge difference this time of the year. Lake Ontario is still in the 60s. So Ontario stayed at 46 overnight. Rush down to 28 degrees, and it got colder into the southern tier. Olean, 27 degrees down that direction. Belmont got down to 28. So it's nice to be able to show these differences on this system that we can use and access for free. But risk of freezing temps, it's going to decrease here over the next hour. The sun is up.
That disappeared.
It disappeared, yeah. No risk for a freeze during the day, thankfully. Now, tonight, I suspect this will be even a few degrees colder tonight. So keep the plants in. You can bring them back out. This weekend's going to be back in the 70s. Dan wants to say something.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that?
Just no.
Forget it.
The plants don't need to go in and out every day. If you're bringing them in, keep them in.
Stick a fork in it?
Yeah. The season's done, people.
Yeah. I mean, the mums are out. The fall decor is out. And they can take that kind of a cold night. You don't have to worry about them. But no risk as we go through Friday night into Saturday. That all goes out into central New York. So warmer by the weekend. I was just mentioning this. Look at that. By Saturday, we're back to 70. Sunday should be in the low 70s. And later Sunday into Monday, that drop is from a cold front that's going to be breezing on through. But high pressure off to our northwest. That's a good prescription for sunshine for us. And we'll keep that sunshine around right through the afternoon with that mainly clear sky tonight. The clouds will start to fill in on Friday. This is going to be mid and high level clouds, so don't be too concerned. You see some of that green on the screen. A lot of that's going to evaporate on its way into western New York, but we may go overcast for a brief period on Friday as that warmer air tries to fight back into western New York. Mid 50s for the afternoon. That's cool for this time of the year. here. Tonight, 36. We may be taking a few degrees off of that low. We'll see as we move through the day today. It's going to be low to mid-30s for a lot of spots. Mid-50s overnight Saturday. Pop the windows open again. It looks like we'll be dropping back next week. Pretty good chance of rain Sunday night into Monday. So hopefully for the next drought report next week, we'll get a little bit of a soaker there. It looks pretty convincing at this point for some rain across all of western New York.
You know, perfect conditions out there today for like a nice fall walk.
Yeah.
And the colors are near peak. I'm going to have the fall foliage report coming up at 9 o'clock as well. Near peak here, well past peak, obviously, Adirondacks, Catskills, Southern Tier. But a great weekend, Letchworth. I saw some photos from last weekend. Just fantastic.
You were just talking about going, weren't you?
Yeah.
Did you end up doing it?
No, well, I did my hair. And that took up a good portion of the day. So
Fair enough.
to
maybe I'll
be.
try.
Hey, don't go far. When we come back, a lot more to come here on ARC Rochester.
We're back after this.
Just before 8:30 this Thursday, we're still following that breaking overnight news in Henrietta today.
Yeah, a postal employee shot early this morning in one of the parking lots. Our Chris Lopez is live on Jefferson Road for us. He's been there all morning with the very latest on this investigation. Chris.
Yeah, guys, the very latest on this is that Monroe County Sheriffs told us probably about 20 minutes ago that they wrapped up their investigation here on the grounds of this postal office here. Now, we've been here since 4:30 this morning. We were briefed at 5 o'clock this morning, and I'll run through the timeline of events for you guys. They tell us they received a call at 12:40 this morning from the post office here on Jefferson Road. That report was that of a person was shot. Once deputies arrived on scene, they found out that that was an employee of the post office. That victim was transported over to a local hospital, and they were treated with non-life-threatening injuries, and they have since been treated and released from the hospital. Now, the suspect fled on scene before the sheriffs even got there. We asked them what kind of vehicle, what was the description of that suspect. They could not give us that information, so there are still some answers that need to be had there. Now, this is a federal building, so there's cameras all over the place, I would assume, and they did tell us, the Monroe County Sheriffs, that they were combing through that camera footage as well as questioning any witnesses here. They didn't let us know what they found out when it comes to that, so we are limited in that information there. The sheriffs did use a canine. They used a drone to assist in this, as well as combing through that footage and questioning witnesses. Now, that's all the information that we have for now. And like I said, they had wrapped up their investigation, but there's still a ton of questions. Was this an isolated incident? Did the suspect know the victim, or was this just a random act of violence? Then, of course, where is that suspect right now? What's the description of that car? Is anyone else around here in danger? They did not let us know anything in regards to that. I did go into the post office to ask them what they knew, or if business as usual would carry on today. They told me they could not speak to the media, but we were informed that the post office will carry on its regular duties today. And then Jefferson Road, as you can see behind me, is open east to west. That is it for now. Reporting in Henrietta, Chris Lopez, 13 WHAM News.
All right, Chris out there for us live. Thank you, sir. 8:32 this Thursday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. Steph, it's time to take a look at some of the stories that have people talking with this morning's Trending Now.
I'm a little nervous. All right, we'll start things out with the food craze that has people wondering, is this way too far?
Okay, so protein-packed variations of food are turning heads in a negative way now on social media.
Many brands, including Starbucks, Pop-Tarts, and Doritos, are jumping on the trend and releasing new items that are protein-forward.
There are even cereals, chips, coffee? Candy and water brands that are releasing protein products.
People on social media are expressing their hate for the new products. Many are saying it's, quote, it's going, quote, too far when junk food is getting a protein upgrade.
Registered dietitians are weighing in on the new trend, saying there may not be as much benefit to these items as people think.
They say that a lot of foods out there marketed as protein-packed are still highly processed and loaded with added sugar, sodium, or artificial ingredients that can ultimately sabotage whatever benefits the protein might offer.
Many of the products are loaded with inflammatory seed oils, artificial dyes, and refined sugars designed to keep you addicted.
Doctors are also saying that consuming too much protein could lead to kidney stones, dehydration, and an increased risk of heart disease.
Okay, so is it going too far?
I am always careful when it comes to the protein products. I think as far as I go is like a pancake mix, for example, but I do get a little bit nervous about having too much protein. I think trying to get it through like meat, for example, using the My Plate that I grew up with.
Yeah. I think if you're looking for protein in your coffee, yeah, that might be a little over the top.
They do have those.
Why? Is that necessary? Absolutely not. There's the answer. No, it's not. No, eat some real food, because if you can afford to drink Starbucks on a daily basis to get your intake of protein, then you can afford to go to the grocery store and buy food that actually has protein in it. There's thought number one. Thought number two on this. Thought number two on this is that some of these brands, I'm willing to bet that there isn't much change to the protein-packed product versus the regular stuff. We can throw that protein-packed product on it because guess what? Those Smucker's sandwiches, they've already got peanut butter in them. Boom, there's your protein.
Yeah.
And they can charge you more because they say protein-packed, 12 grams of protein. Garbage, people. Don't buy it.
With it being a trend, I'm always very weary of that. I'm like, I don't know if I trust that. Like, you really have to read the labels, and I'm one of those. So, yeah, with these new products, I won't be trying, but, you know.
One of those sisters has protein popcorn. Like,
one of those sisters?
Yeah. We don't even need to say their names. They might appear. We don't want that to happen. All right, let's move along now to a town in Spain that has put a ban on a very specific pet for the time being.
Now until November 10th, any adoption or fostering of black cats will be denied.
The temporary ban is a way to prevent possible risk derived from superstitions. What? Rituals or irresponsible uses.
Black cats have a long history of being associated with bad luck and links to the occult.
Okay, so according to the Animal Welfare Service in Spain, the decision was to protect the misunderstood feline and ensure they weren't being adopted just for ritual purposes or festive decoration.
This proposal was passed by Town Hall because many of those on the board had cats themselves and didn't want harm to come to innocent animals.
The normal adoption and fostering process will resume once the Halloween holiday has passed.
Well, the Town Hall also added that it would consider putting this ban in place each year going forward.
Ashley.
Yes.
Are there stats on what these people were doing with these cats?
No. No stats. But, I mean, for it to, like, even be a thought, there has to be some amount of people doing some terrible things to black cats.
Or do they just put a story like this out because this little town in Spain wants some media buzz and attention?
Maybe.
What's the name of the town? Do we know?
Yes, but
We can't say it because we don't know how to pronounce it.
Probably.
So it's really not getting them the attention they wanted.
Well, I think, this is the season. People would want to adopt black cats, I feel like. So you would think that they would do something, opposite, like maybe cut fees for adopting.
But we do see, I kind of understand where they're coming from because around Easter you have lots of people who go to Country Max and some of those stores and they buy chicks and, oh, it's so cute, we're going to have this thing for Easter. And then you realize, you have it for Easter and beyond.
Yeah. Take care of it.
And then they're treated poorly and don't get the lives that they deserve.
What's wild to me is that my family is very superstitious. And, it's connected to African culture. So, there's superstitions about everything. And so black cats are definitely on that list. But I actually grew up with multiple people, multiple friends who had black cats for pets. And so I was like, do they get bad luck all the time? Or they seemed like they were pretty lucky, living fine lives. So I don't know.
Listen, black cats are just as terrible as regular cats. They're
Cats are cats.
They're cats. If you have something and you set it down, they will knock it over for you just because they know they can.
Yeah.
And that it irks you. Mine do that constantly. All right, another story this morning. Not a cat story.
It is.
Oh, this is a cat story, but it's not as sweet.
Oh.
A woman in California was shocked after her cat, Wendy, left a very special surprise for her.
The woman explained that one night she was cooking dinner and had to step out of the kitchen to feed her dogs.
Now, when she left the room, Wendy, the mischievous cat, jumped up onto the stove and contributed her own secret ingredient, to the soup Mom was making. No.
The incident all caught on camera. Oh.
No.
Wendy was seen dropping a rat into the pot.
That looks like a real rat.
Oh my goodness. According to the woman, she only discovered Wendy's culinary surprise when she noticed Wendy sitting in front of the stove, looking up at the pot and crying.
Gross.
Oh my God.
The cat mom then took a look at her kitchen camera footage and watched this situation play out.
She said that after seeing that, she decided it was takeout for dinner that night.
Listen, the cat just wanted some
Rat stew?
hot rat. I don't know. That's disgusting.
I can't believe.
Where did you find this?
That's where I find these stories. I can't give away this information.
Director Chris said it just wanted a little sauce on the rat.
Not that. Oh,
Sauteed.
Yes, absolutely.
oh God.
Oh, goodness. Stick around. We've got a lot more to come here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're checking in with our good friend, nutritionist, Kelley Springer.
Hey, don't forget that you can watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Web YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back right after this. 43, Halloween is just around the corner, and while families can celebrate with sweets, it's important to avoid that sugar rush that typically comes along with the holiday.
Luckily, there are some tasty snacks that help parents avoid that while still feeling festive. Joining us now for more is our good friend, nutritionist Kelley Springer. Good morning, Kelley. Is that an ear of corn on your head? What is that?
I just wanted to make you laugh, and I love Halloween. I mean, how can we not have fun with a corn hat? Come on.
I agree. So I assume we're talking about some products with corn in it today.
We are. We're talking about Love Corn, and this is one of my favorite products of all time. My kids and everyone I know loves this product. And just right now in Costco, you can get this whole box for trick or treat. And as a registered dietitian, I would much rather pass out Love Corn, which is great for you, non-GMO, and totally sugar-free. Come on. This is a great way to trick or treat. It's so much fun to get these little bags, partner with the Minions. So in each box, you have 30 cheddar and 30 sweet and salty. And like I said, these are packed with delicious, nutritious, amazing flavor right here.
Well, it's great, like sweet and salty. You don't have to give up the sweet entirely, all in moderation, and it sounds like it has some really good perks with it.
It does. So on the package, they have like a little adorable ghost. They have a witch. They have little vampire minions in every pack. So these are also great to bring into the classroom. So if you're like a home mom or something like that, you'll be able to bring these in. I know when my kids were in school, there was a lot about food allergens. So this can be a great way to bring into your Halloween celebration right at school too.
I love it, but Kelley, I gotta be honest, when I go trick-or-treating, that ain't gonna do anything for my hunger. Is there a piece of popcorn in each bag?
So they're little piece of corn. Have you seen it? I'll open it up for you so you can see. Oh my gosh, these are so crunchy and delicious. They're little teeny corns. And they're like,
it's not popcorn.
No, these are the actual little corn nuggets. So glad you asked. Yeah, so this is why this is delicious. This is the perfect little salty snack. Every single person I know absolutely loves these. Like, so last night, by the way, I just got home from our big food nutrition expo. The boxes were there. My husband had already dove into these. And I was like, honey, make sure we keep some boxes for the TV spot. But these are truly one of our favorite snacks. So this is the original, just so you know, that these are the original flavors. This is for Halloween.
What are those original flavors?
All right, we have amazing, there's barbecue, there's sweet, just the salt. There's also the cheddar. And then this one, what is this one? This one is the sour cream and onion.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you can get all the different flavors as well. But this is the one, especially at Costco right now, that you can get for Halloween.
So texture-wise, is it similar to just like a chip or kind of mirroring candy corn?
Oh no, it's like crunchy. Here, I'll try one for you. Super crunchy.
That was a crunch, Kelley.
That's a crunch. So therefore, like, these are really good. Yeah, you're gonna get that sensation of the crunch, kind of like that chip, but so much better for you.
Without the sugar rush.
Yeah.
Without that sugar rush.
It's still okay if we want to have a little bit of candy, right?
I'm glad you said that. Yes, I believe in everything in moderation. But during this time of year, when we're surrounded by parties and going out, there can be a lot of added sugar, and those kids can just go off the rails. So being able to put in some better for you products in between can be so much better for our children.
And we know that the price of candy is skyrocketing, so this may be a good alternative. Where can people grab a box?
You can go right to Costco. Also, they're sold in so many retailers across the U.S. and the UK. My daughter's now in the UK, so it's really fun that they're there for her too. But this is where you can get these right at Costco today.
Terrific. Kelley, for somebody who wants to learn more about you and the services you offer with Kelley's Choice, hit them with the website. Where can they go?
Go to kellyschoice.org. You can book your dietitian today and find out more about these products. Go to kellyschoice_nutrition on Instagram. We'll be posting some fun things there as well and doing some giveaways for December. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic Halloween.
Send one of those boxes my way, please.
I will.
Thank you.
Hey, stick around. When we come back, we're taking a closer look at Geva Theatre's ongoing play that touches on family, secrets, and healing.
Arc Rochester is back on the other side of the break. $8:50 this Thursday morning. A production is simmering at Geva Theatre, and it touches on the topics of tension, love, and loss.
Yeah, Sancocho tells the story of two Puerto Rican sisters and one very special generational recipe. This morning, we're going behind the curtain of the show with the play's director, Rebecca Martinez, and cultural consultant, Annette Ramos. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Of course. I want to start off with the plot here of Sancocho. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's two sisters from two very different generations. They're about 20 years apart, and they have two very lived experiences that are very different. And they're meeting at a time, and not a spoiler, but they're meeting at a time when their father is close to the end of his life to discuss the details. And this is all happening over a pot of sancocho that the older sister is making.
So is it just two actors in this play?
Just two actors.
Just two actors. Can you introduce us to them?
Yeah, this is Ashley Alvarez, who is playing Renata, the younger sister, and then Cindy Peralta, who is playing Caridad, the older sister, and the one who is doing the cooking. We're in Cindy's house.
Okay.
Caridad's house.
Very good.
And Annette, I'm wondering if you can tell us the cultural significance of Sancocho.
Absolutely. So Sancocho is a family tradition in every Puerto Rican household, made slightly different depending on what you have in the cupboards and in the refrigerator. The cultural connection here is that Rochester is the second largest city of Latinos in New York State. So as a result of that, we have a very vibrant, thriving Latinx community. And to have our stories told in our voices and amplified through that cultural connection of our traditions of cooking together really just amplifies our desire and our wonderful excitement and enthusiasm in welcoming this particular production to Geva Center Stage.
Yeah.
You know, when people come together, they break bread, and that is a sign of togetherness. We do it holidays, traditions, things of that nature. And you're touching on some really heavy topics throughout this show. What will audience members walk away with? Will they walk away feeling connected to these characters?
The hope is that they feel nourished, that they feel like they have come into a home that feels welcoming. And there is a specificity in the drama, in the storytelling between these two sisters that is very connected to Puerto Rican culture. But in that specificity, there is a universality that anyone can find in their own family, in their own generational struggles in just dealing with what it means to have family.
And is it fixed on a one specific set, or are there changes that happen throughout? What are some challenges that come with that? Like, is it easier to be able to show those changes in emotion by having the specific landscape so it's not so distracting?
There are opportunities and there are challenges. The one thing that's really exciting about this set is that it feels like a kitchen. It's a realistic kitchen. We have a working stove, a working refrigerator, a working sink, and so we're actually cooking on stage. And it gives us, having one location actually gives us the opportunity for enough to be cooking that you can smell it in the audience.
Oh, wow.
And that's the cultural connection here. And I will say it was so exciting to go and see the set on Saturday. It brought tears to my eyes because it reminded me of my own grandmother's kitchen. And we also use local props. My caldero, my big cooking pot, is on that stage, along with another community member's props. And these are things we have in our own kitchens, in our homes, that remind us of our connection to our motherland of Puerto Rico. So it just reeks of authenticity, and it's going to just fill the stage with that love of our culture and our traditions.
We're running low on time, and I do want to get to ticketing information, but first, what goes into your favorite sancocho?
Oh, well, I'm a vegetarian, so we stopped cooking with meat in our household. Root vegetables, those are the core and the essence of mine. I don't cook as often anymore, but when I dig out that pot, it happens big time in my household.
And in the play, we're seeing Kristen Eve Cato is the writer, and she put her family's recipe in the play, so you get little snippets of the family recipe.
Very nice.
And then we have our culinary consultants, La Flaca Catering, and in the program, when you come, you're going to get her recipe for sancocho.
Wow.
So you don't leave empty-handed.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you both so much for coming in. For somebody sitting at home saying to themselves, all right, I got to go see it. When, where, how do they get tickets?
October 14th, we are in preview season. Opening night is Saturday. It runs through November 23rd. It is at the Fielding Stage, a small, intimate gathering place, so you will really smell and experience the cooking. GevaCenter.org. Get your tickets as soon as you can.
GevaTheatre.org.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you once again, and we'll post all of that information and much more on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning.
Stick around. We've got so much more to come here on Arc Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah, we're back on the other side of the break.
9:01 this Thursday morning. We are continuing to follow that breaking overnight news out of Henrietta.
Yeah, a postal employee shot early this morning in one of the parking lots. Chris Lopez is live on Jefferson Road for us right now with the very latest on that investigation. Chris, what can you tell us?
Yeah, guys, we got here at about 4:30 this morning waiting on a press briefing, and we eventually got that at about 5 o'clock this morning from Monroe County Sheriff's. Now, they told us they received a call at around 1 o'clock this morning from the post office about someone who was shot in the parking lot. Once Monroe County Sheriff's arrived there, they found out that that was an employee from the post office. That person was transported to a local hospital, and they were treated with non-life-threatening injuries. They have since been released from the hospital. Now, the suspect fled the scene before Monroe County Sheriff's even arrived in a vehicle. There's still we asked them, what's the description of that suspect? What kind of vehicle were they driving? They would not relay that information to us. Now, keep in mind, this is a federal building behind me, the post office. There are a ton of cameras, and they told us that a part of their investigation, they were combing through that camera footage as well as questioning witnesses. They just did not relay that information. That doesn't mean they don't have it, but they just didn't give it to us. Now, the sheriffs did use a K-9. They also used a drone to help them with this investigation. And that is all the information that we have for you guys as of right now. I'm sure this story will develop in due time, but investigations like this do take time. The sheriffs want to make sure that they have all their P's and Q's correct before they give us that information. So I'm sure more information on this will follow. But as of right now, they have wrapped up their investigation here at the post office. That happened about an hour ago. And they told us they're going to give us that information as they make our way, or as we make our way through this morning here. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio for now.
.04 on this Friday Eve. It's October 16th. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Stephannie Joseph.
I'm Dan Schrack. That is meteorologist Mark McLean. He's back with the answer to weather trivia. He has the muddy paws, claws.
It's a fun one today.
Talons,
tails. We've had all that, haven't we?
And the forecast.
Yeah,
what is it today?
And the forecast. And I think an update from the drought monitor, we'll see that here too, see if that severe drought has spread out anymore. But the trivia from last hour was one of cloud cover. We're no stranger to that this time of the year. And in the metro areas in the United States with more than 1 million people, which Rochester does make the end of that list, just so you know. I saw someone said we're not even a metro with 1 million. So, we're technically there. Which one of these four would have the most cloudy days? And that's from midnight to midnight. So this would be total cloud cover, 24-hour cloud cover, and days per year.
Okay.
Seattle, Rochester. There we got.
Okay,
lots
I
of
was
A's.
going to join the Seattle people.
The Seattle, this team Seattle seems to be in the lead here.
Yeah.
Looks like Marcy's cutting against the grain, going B there on the list.
I think that's the ding dong.
In studio audience.
Uh-oh.
I'm going Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
We got C in there.
Dad? Yeah?
Okay.
Grand
Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay, Steph, what are you doing here?
I was going to go with the Seattle people.
You are?
Yeah, because, that's what you know about Washington.
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
Well, listen, you got to go with the guests, though, no?
I know.
I'll do Grand Rapids. You do the viewer audience.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, to be fair, all of these places are very cloudy places. Okay,
Yeah.
so you really, this is just a subtlety. But it is Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay? It is
Somebody
Seattle,
kick them out of here now.
It's fun. Seattle actually averages 226 days of total cloud cover each year. Isn't that amazing?
That is a lot.
Now, we average a lot of cloud cover as well. We actually came in 7th on the list in Rochester. We were at 200 days of cloud cover, and Grand Rapids, Columbus also on that top 10 list of cloud cover. So these are all very cloudy places in the United States. Usually the cloudiest places are the Great Lakes and the Pacific Northwest. But there are certain aspects of this that do work in our favor. In June, July, and August, this is one of the sunniest places in the United States. We average almost 70% possible sunshine because of those Great Lakes, because the cooler waters squash cloud development and help us out and that kind of thing.
If I can just point out here, leave it to doom and gloom McLean to bring a cloud to rain on our parade here on ARC.
It's just, it's a part of life here. Yeah, and the days are so short, too. You get to December, and we have 8 hours and 59 minutes of possible visible day length on the shortest day of the year. We only average 30% possible sunshine during December, which means that on any given day, your chance of seeing the sun is only about 3 hours.
Wow.
You know, hopefully it's 3 hours where we're able to go
I know.
outside.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. Thanks for the positive spin there.
I'm just trying to keep it positive here. Okay, we want something out of those clouds, right? Still a severe drought for Western New York, so no big update here. They didn't spread out any of these areas. One area that did spread was the extreme drought, that footprint well to our northeast. We're really looking for some rain in parts of New England. And you know what? Look at this guy. Watch Spirit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Wait, who's
Is
on
that
the back?
dog watching ARC Rochester?
That dog is watching ARC Rochester.
Yes.
Spirit has the spirit.
Yeah.
We must have been in a heated argument that morning because that dog looks riled up.
That dog is charged.
Yeah.
Yes, I love
Spirit
it.
has some spirit. All right. Spirit is not going to have muddy paws today, tomorrow, or Saturday. Now, the question would be late Sunday and certainly into Monday. You know, do we go wet paws or do we go towel time as we head towards next week? Maybe a towel time Monday. Depends how things work out Sunday night into Monday morning, but we definitely have rain in the forecast at that point. And nice for the weekend. You know, you didn't see the rain for Saturday. We're near peak in terms of the fall foliage report for Western New York. So you get down to Letchworth, Stony Brook, some of the nice places around here. You're going to see a lot of color this weekend. Adirondacks, the Catskills, past peaks, south of Buffalo, you know, down towards Ellicottville and some of the ski areas there, also a little bit past peak at this point. But great day today. Hey, what are you doing today? 45 degrees. What a bounce back from the low temperature. 1 hour ago, it was 33. So we went from 45 degrees at 6:40 this morning, dropped down to 33 degrees, and jumped back to 45 degrees, all in under a 2.5 hour span.
Let's make it to 50.
Yeah. Right?
That's what happens, you know, subtle changes in the wind direction and that sunshine, a little inversion in the atmosphere, and that temperature can really fluctuate this time of the year. Now, the satellite radar has large high pressure just to our north and west, and when you're on the east side of a high pressure, you're on the cold side of a high pressure, and that's where we're going to stay today and into early tomorrow. But the nice part is there's the sunshine, just a few clouds overnight tonight, and Friday you're going to see this cloud cover come in from the northwest. This is mid and high cloud, so you're going to look at the sky tomorrow, and it's going to have this milky appearance. It's going to look like, you know, almost, you'll see a dim outline of the sun, but it doesn't hurt your eyes to look at it. You're never supposed to look at the sun. I didn't tell you to do that, just an FYI. But you'll be able to see that outline of the sun through the cloud deck tomorrow. It's that high cloud cover with a warm front. But temps jumping out back through the 40s into the 50s. We'll be in the mid-50s. Great day for the old golf game. Now that the frost is off, you can get on the fairways. Temps in the mid-30s tonight. Frosty cold again. If you have any plants that you want to keep, make sure that you bring them inside tonight. We're back to 70 on Saturday, low 70s on Sunday. And that chance, you see that 70% chance of rain. Now, don't be scared about that if you have outdoor plans. That's like 6, 8 o'clock at night. You know, it's towards the end of the day into Monday where that rain chance really starts to ramp up.
Gonna be kind of gloomy though throughout Sunday.
You know, the clouds will be on the increase. It's a little bit of a different process as compared to Friday. With the cold front, the clouds are you know, they come in a heap. Okay, they don't spread out across the sky. So I think we'll still see a decent amount of sunshine for Sunday.
I wouldn't mind a cloudy sun. Like listen, I'm just thinking.
I'll be
Sunday,
inside.
Yeah,
Okay, was
it
it
sounds
Saturday?
like a couch
Was
day.
Saturday last weekend was the cool
Making meal
yeah,
prep.
it was.
Yes.
That was the day we did stuff inside. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Hey, stick around. We've got so much more to come on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're getting into the Halloween spirit
Right.
and settling the sweetest debate of the season.
Yeah, and don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. ARC Rochester's streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back after this. Instacart at home. You would separate all of the candy.
Oh yeah, you gotta order.
Oh, I see.
Before you eat
Wow,
it.
this is
Then you
organized.
This is
you
one of
have
those
a
days you
barter
should really look at the rundown before
with
you.
the kids. You would go trick or
And I
treating
did
with
not.
it.
So I have no idea what
We're
in for
15
here.
days away from Halloween this morning, and we're talking about the most important part of the holiday. That's this.
Of course.
Candy.
Now we have the top 10 candies of 2025 according to
Now
Instacart.
it's top 9.
We'll get right into the
That's
list.
going to melt in there.
The one thing that we don't have is number 10 on the list. That's Haribo Gold Bears. Have you tried the sour
those are
one?
good.
Do you still have that bag at your desk?
Which one?
The
Haribos?
teddy bears, the gummy bears.
Gummy bears.
Yes.
You do.
Be right back.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like we'll have them.
We do have them.
And number
ARB.
9 is Twix.
Twix.
Are you
Okay.
a-
Number 9.
A
You-
left
you
or a
guys-
right
so
Twix
you have
fan?
You guys can have every single one of these
That's-
things in the
these
blue.
things are
And that's perfect.
disgusting. Almond Joy has nuts, Mounds
What?
don't. Sometimes
yeah.
you
I
feel
would
like a,
use that to
sometimes-
My
stop a
mom
cart
would
from
never
surprise
liked
me
those.
with these whenever she would go to the
So
store.
Ashley, what's the deal? Do you just want us to start eating candy?
Are we just literally
this is
eating
great.
candy?
Okay. So start with number 9, which is what? Twix.
What are we doing
Yeah,
first?
I
Twix
picked
first?
up a right Twix.
Ooh, I haven't.
I haven't had a
used to-
Twix
Does
in.
anyone understand that debate?
What?
The right versus left Twix?
It's
Oh.
just a marketing thing.
What do you?
Do they taste different or what's
It
the
does.
deal?
Crushing my
says left.
I'm
dream.
sorry.
Why does this? Are they all left?
No,
Oh,
some
they
are
say-
right,
oh.
some are because you get the Twix bar in the pack and which
Yeah.
one's on the right. And there for a long time, Twix had the commercials
gotcha.
where they made the right ones in the right-hand side factory and the
it's like
left
a
ones in a
marketing
different
thing. Okay.
factory. It's just something people.
Oh,
I'm
I see.
eating free to be.
I haven't had a Twix.
Chocolate
I couldn't tell you the last
sunflower.
time I had a
Well,
Twix.
we have
Sun
to get
Cups.
we have to get to that point. So
I
number
can't eat them.
Well, just
I'm not
enjoy.
waiting.
You know what's really
Yeah,
good?
delivery.
The
Here are the Haribos.
peanut butter Twix. You ever have those?
These are good. No,
those sound
that sounds
good.
They're really good.
Okay, so number 8 on the list, Milky Way. Is that here?
We don't have Milky Way, Ashley.
All right. We also for number 7, that's
complaining.
Hershey's.
Okay.
So this one right here, and
always
you can
good.
break off a piece. Yay!
No, that's Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Break off a piece.
Yeah. Break me off a piece of that.
I'm still on this Twix. This is.
I can't sample all of
I used to get
I
these
know,
out of the
I've
vending
only-
machine at junior bowling. I don't think I've had one since. I probably haven't had
Really?
one since then. But yeah, that's what I think of as junior bowling league.
Oh my goodness.
Trip down memory
Speed
lane.
it up. You got 8 more pieces
Oh.
to eat.
All right, Sour Patch Kids, which we also don't have, but that was a big hit.
John is getting the boot.
John's getting the boot.
He's fired.
He tried to
Fired.
find a multi-pack that worked for everything.
Here.
So.
Well,
Split this.
listen, we talked
right.
about it
There we
earlier.
go. Thank you.
Halloween
Yeah.
candy is expensive.
Yeah.
And we do not.
Wait, hold on, don't say anything. Guess how much that candy is on the table.
I'm gonna
Including
say-
cans. You have to include
2
cans,
bags?
unfortunately.
Oh,
So
no.
this has to be.
Not this.
I'm gonna say 15
Well,
each.
you guys need to shop at
15
Ollie's.
each?
Yes.
These babies
So
are like
much.
$8 there.
And this one I'm gonna say $3.97. And this one
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
What's the total? Steph?
$3.
Okay, so we're at $33.97. So basically 34.
You're over.
Yeah, over.
I'm gonna go like 22.
You're under.
27.
Marty's the closest, but he did go over.
28.
Oh.
Wow.
The receipt, I have it at my desk.
Yeah,
No, what'd she say?
28 and some cents.
I thought-
I'm
no, it was
under.
26.
No, it's 28.
Oh, okay.
Is this like the Price is Right? You get to keep it if you're under.
I
Wait,
think we just get to keep.
Rory, go back for us. Snickers, Kit Kats. Somebody
That's number 4.
Somebody
Kit Kat
eat,
is number
did we
4.
eat the Snickers?
We don't have. Oh,
no.
we didn't say
No,
the
we didn't.
Snickers.
No,
No.
we need a Snickers.
Snickers now.
Okay.
This one is not my favorite.
All right.
I'm sorry.
This will be where I
Well, I'm
cut
going
it
to have
off.
to get to the gym today.
I'm cutting myself off.
Kit Kat though.
Or you don't. You call the day a wash, Marty, and keep eating.
It's a splurge day.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then
Cheat day.
watch the noon show because me and Steph will be on there all geeked up. All
Yeah.
You should have seen me yesterday after the matcha. Director Chris will tell you. When we were filming
Wild.
the promos, he was like, "What are you doing?"
I feel like these are getting smaller with time.
Yeah.
Like the fun size was a little bit more fun when I was trick-or-treating.
These do seem small, yeah.
We gave one of these away
tiny.
earlier.
It's shrinkflation.
to
It's shrinkflation.
Our good friend
Shrinkflation.
Kim in the front office.
Good.
And she pulled it out of the bag and she was like, it's air. It's all air. It is. Half of the packaging is air.
Yeah, that is.
This is sad.
This is half the
Can we
size.
settle the debate, though?
Yeah.
You better not.
Best candy?
Reese's
I knew
or
it.
Reese's?
Oh,
It will always be Reese's
Look,
in my
look
house.
at it and read it.
Reese's.
Reese's. Reese's just sounds wrong.
That's wrong.
Yes.
No.
This is what I grew
Reese's.
up saying, and this is what I
People
will
say that.
continue to say.
It's Reese's.
Yeah, Reese's.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Reese's Puffs.
No, not Reese's. Reese's. And then the Reese's Pieces.
Oh, I hate that. Reese's Pieces.
Listen, I don't make the rules, Steph.
Steph's going in the penalty box.
Kit Kats, M&Ms. Did we eat the M&Ms?
No,
No.
there's
No, we
the
need
two
to.
different ones. So M&M's regular,
Regular?
that's the one at
Or
3,
peanut butter?
and then peanut
Peanut,
is
not
at
peanut.
2,
Okay. Peanut.
which
Oh.
I'm surprised about that because
And number 1 is the Reese's.
Yeah, they're the best candy on the table.
I haven't
Oh,
had
definitely.
Hands down.
anytime I have the,
So good. There's a little chocolate left.
I
on
don't
this.
know,
Hold
the
on.
peanut butter just.
You ever get
gets-
one of those mutant ones at the supermarket? It's like
Delicious.
the size of a small pie, and it's like filled with all the peanut butter stuff.
Yeah.
I've
That's
had
good.
the,
Like you have to actually use a knife to cut it because you can't
No,
bite
what
into
you,
it.
what you do is you remove the top
Yeah.
and you eat the filling with a spoon.
Oh, no,
I
that's.
practiced.
That's like a surgical procedure.
Yeah.
It certainly is. All right,
was
so it was all right. Listen, the sunflower butter, give me actual peanut butter in this.
Yeah.
What won?
Favorite?
Kit
I mean?
Kats.
Yes. Which
Kats
one
for sure.
wins?
It's the one I haven't had yet. It's
Yeah,
peanut butter
Reese's.
cup. Reese's, yeah.
Peanut butter
Definitely.
cup for you?
It's Kit Kat.
Kit Kat?
Yeah.
Studio audience, what do we
Yeah.
say? Favorite candy?
Survey says
Twix.
Twix.
Gotta vote for Twix.
Twix is good.
Kim? Reese's?
Reese's?
Reese's on
See?
team. She's
Yeah,
on team
Kim.
Reese's.
But it's a Reese's peanut butter cup. 9:20. Stick around when Arc Rochester returns. We are firing up the grill this morning for a smoking good time.
I can't.
We'll tell you all
This
about
thing's
it
falling
right
apart.
after this.
Forget it. Yeah.
Bills fans, it's time to turn up the tailgate spirit and bring the heat. The 3rd annual Grills Mafia Backyard Barbecue Throwdown is coming to Palmer's Market this weekend.
Yeah, the cook-off is bringing the community together for some great food, local pride, and a way to show support for the Veterans Outreach Center of Rochester.
For more on the upcoming event, we are joined now by Buffalo Bills long snapper Reid Ferguson. Good morning to you.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Of course. I don't know, Dan, do you want to settle your...
Yeah, Reid, listen, my friend, I'm happy to talk about this event, but I got a bone to pick with you. 2 years ago, I believe we talked about the barbecue sauce and everything, and you said you were going to bring some by to the station, and it never arrived. It never
All
arrived.
right. You have my word for it. I'll go double or nothing for you when we come up this Saturday. I'll make sure some gets to you.
All right. It would be great if it had an autograph on it, too.
Sure thing.
While
You
you're
got
at
it.
it, yeah.
Thank you, my friend.
I want to talk more.
I actually wanted to pick a bone with you guys about your candy rankings on the previous.
Okay, listen, go
on the
for it.
previous. Nothing with peanut butter can be number one.
What?
You know, he's not wrong.
agree.
Okay.
Nothing with peanut butter. I got the tail end of the segment. I know we got to talk Grills Mafia, but nothing with peanut butter can be number one for a candy.
Okay, well, what's your number one?
It's got to be probably Snickers or plain M&Ms.
All right. Okay, listen, we're not mad at that, and we'll let you override us this year.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right.
All right, we want to talk now about Grills Mafia a little bit more. Tell us about the event.
Yeah, so this Saturday, just here in about 2 days, October 18th, we are having our third annual Grills Mafia Throwdown. That's going to be up at Palmer's Direct-to-You Market up in Rochester. There's a few spots left for competitors if anybody wants to join, but they'll be competing, cooking some ribeye, chicken wings, and then the dessert option is a pumpkin dessert. Kind of you can kind of do whatever you want with the pumpkin. So, but as you mentioned, the competition is benefiting the Veterans Outreach Center up there in Rochester. So. We are very much looking forward to Palmer's hosting our event this year. It's going to be a great time.
Reid, first and foremost, Bills fans, and you know this better than anyone, Bills fans know how to tailgate, they know how to grill, they know how to use your sauces. But why choose an organization like the Veterans Outreach Center of Rochester? Why partner with them?
Yeah, so the Grills Mafia movement really started back in 2021. It was my wife and I were up here in Buffalo for the off season after that COVID year, and we were pregnant. She was pregnant with our first daughter, and we were kind of just hanging around at home, not really doing a ton, and started grilling and throwing some stuff up on social media. It turned into kind of what it is now with a pretty, I guess it was pretty organic movement. But in turn, kind of turned it into the brand that it is today and used a lot of the proceeds from the stuff, the merch. And now we've got our Grills Mafia rub actually releasing on Saturday at the event. And a lot of those proceeds go to veterans charities. We've worked a lot with Veterans One Stop Center of Western New York here in Buffalo. And for this event, we will be working with Veterans Outreach Center up in Rochester.
It's truly amazing. I'm wondering for any competitors out there, if you have any tips to help them bring their A game.
Ooh.
Sorry for the dogs.
Do you have any tips for competitors to make sure that they bring their A game to the competition?
Yes, most importantly, have fun with it. The last couple events that we've had, people have had a great time. It's more, our competitions are more centered around the community aspect of things rather than winning. I guess we don't have $1 million prize to give away, but we always get a great showing of competitors. They really give it their all. They spend a ton of time together. People are sharing tips, sharing recipes, and overall just having a great time. So. Give it your A game. I'll be there supporting and maybe pick up a few tips myself.
And Reid, it's my understanding that there are still 2 spaces available, correct?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, sir.
So somebody sitting at home, the dad sitting at home right now thinking to himself, nobody knows how to grill like me. They're the ones that should be signing up for this, correct?
Yes, absolutely. And you can find everything, all the info about the event, the sign-up link, registration link at right there at q42bbq.com.
Perfect. Reid Ferguson, thank you so much for your time this morning, my friend. We will make an adjustment to the online segment about the candy rankings just for you.
Yes.
And we look forward to trying some of the sauces when you come to town.
Yes, you have my word. I'll get some in your hands.
All right. Thank you again.
Hey,
Thanks,
stick
guys.
around. Stick around. We've got so much more to come on Arc Rochester.
We're back on the other side of the break. 9:30 this Thursday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. We're continuing to follow that breaking overnight news in Henrietta. A postal employee shot there early this morning in one of the parking lots. Chris Lopez has been live on the scene on Jefferson Road for us all morning long. He joins us now with the very latest. Chris, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Dan, they have wrapped up their investigation, and they did that. That's Monroe County Sheriff's. They wrapped that up about an hour ago. We have been on scene here since 4:30. We were briefed at 5 o'clock a.m. this morning by Monroe County Sheriff's. Now, they tell us they received a call at about 12:40 this morning that a person was shot here at the post office on Jefferson Road. The caller said that that person was shot and that it was an employee. Once Monroe County Sheriff's got here, they did confirm that that was indeed an employee. Now, that victim was transported to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and they have since been treated and released from the hospital. The suspect fled the scene before Monroe County Sheriff's even got there. They fled in a vehicle. There's still questions about who that suspect is, the description, and what that vehicle is. Monroe County Sheriff's did not release that information to us. The sheriffs did use a canine and a drone to assist in this investigation. This is a federal building. There are cameras all over the place, so they were combing through that camera footage as well as questioning witnesses and trying to figure out what they know. They did not relay, if they did get any information, they did not relay any of that to us. And that is all we have for you right now. I'm sure this story will develop as the day continues, and we'll update you on those later shows at 5 p.m. For now, reporting in Henrietta, Chris Lopez, 13 WHAM News.
Yo, with the funk, we love.
9:39, a Rochester blues legend is tuning up for his final curtain call with his band tomorrow. Chris Beard has been treating the Flower City to his music for years, and now it's time for his farewell show.
Yeah, the Chris Beard Big Band's farewell show is happening tomorrow night at 75 Stutson Street. But before he takes the stage, we are thrilled to be joined by the legend himself in studio to talk about his legacy. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure to be here, guys. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I want to first, I want to dive into your history, but I want for someone who's sitting there waiting to hear you play at 75 Stutson, what can audience members expect?
I don't want to give away too much, but,
okay.
But I can tell you it's going to be a great night. I have some fine musicians with me. This isn't even half of the musicianship that will be there tomorrow.
Wow.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah, so.
When we say big band, it's a big band.
It's a big band.
It's a big band.
Yeah. I gave the girls a day off today. You know.
That's
I'm
nice
sure
of
they
you.
appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to bring, blues music to stage, bring it to life on stage.
To me, it's the way that it's on how I express what it is that I do. And I like to do that because, people don't have the full understanding about blues and what a wide range of music that it is. Mm-hmm. People, they'll hear the word blues and they say, oh, I don't like that, that's that old man on the porch, with the acoustic guitar and all that, but it's much more than that. Mm-hmm. All music started from the blues. And what I do, my music is more of a modern blues. And my dad, who is where I first started with and learned, is that my dad's more traditional, the progression 1-4-5 and all that. Mine is more progressive. Mm-hmm. You can dance to it, you can shake it. You know what I mean?
That's what music's for.
Yeah, and I would like to say that I always say before I start, who says the blues can't be funky? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because what I do is.
What did your father think of your career? Because it runs in your DNA. It's in your blood, the music. What did your dad think of your take on blues?
He wasn't too fond of it.
No?
Well, I mean, he's proud of me and all of that. And my roots come from the Muddy Waters, the Howling Wolves, and Sun Houses and all people like that. And but as I grew up, I ventured out. Some of my father's friends that were around my house when I was coming up, like Albert King, Luther Allison, Mac and Tom Murphy, B.B. King and Buddy Guy and all these people, those are the guys that I geared to and that I adapted a lot of my style from. But when you hear me play, you hear some Joe Beard in there too, because it has to be in there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because that's where I come from.
What was it like, finding your voice in a field where there are a lot of greats?
Well, this is what I say. I listen to a lot of people, and I adapt some from everybody that I hear, and then I put me into it. Yeah. And that's where my style comes from.
I want to hear from some of the band members now because, listen, I'm sure you are all great in your own right. Mm-hmm. But what is it like for you playing in this institution?
It's great. It's great. We got a nice camaraderie with all of us, and we just love playing with Chris.
Yeah.
We just love playing the blues.
How long?
Probably since I was 16.
Wow.
So
oh my goodness.
We've been playing for a long time.
That's incredible. What is it like for you to play alongside him?
Lots of fun.
Lots of fun.
Yeah, making the crowd move basically, and watching people dance and doing what we do on stage because everything isn't written in stone. So we move with the crowd.
Is there any good piece of advice that you've learned from Mr. Beard over here?
Keep practicing.
For a young musician, at home who wants to, make a career out of this, what is your advice to them in addition to keep practicing? Because I'm sure that's advice that everyone has heard.
That's the most important thing. But my thing to young people, and any time a young person asks me, well, okay, who should I listen to? Who should I adapt a style from? I always send them to the masters. The people that came before me, I'm talking about the Albert Kings, the B.B. Kings, and the Freddie Kings, and Buddy Guy, and different people like that, because they the ones where it started.
Yeah.
So that's where you start at.
Do you consider yourself one of the greats? Because I'm going to tell you that you have an entire blues community who does.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see it, or do you still see yourself as,
I'm still
the
learning.
kid musician cutting his teeth?
I'm still cutting my teeth. I'm still learning. I'm just going to share something briefly with you. A few years ago, I was in Chicago, and I was in Buddy Guy's club, Buddy Guy, Eric Clapton said he's the best blues guitar player in the world. I was in the club with him, and I was talking to him. And my first thing I'm saying to him, I says, listen, man, what are you doing hanging around this club? You make $8 million a year playing blues. You could be anywhere. He looked at me and said, how else am I supposed to get better unless I watch young cats like you? And for me, that floored me. That was humility for him, and that let me know that I needed to remain humble.
That's incredible.
And open to learn.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we are excited that you are here today. We don't want you to go anywhere, because when we come back on the other side of the break, we are getting a very special in-studio performance from Chris Beard, big band, right here in studio live.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it. We're back after this.
Perfect. We are back now with more from blues legend Chris Beard. He and the band are getting ready to take the stage for one final time. His farewell show happening tomorrow night at 75 Stutson Street.
Before tomorrow's big show, he's going to be performing for us live in studio. What song can we expect from you? We waiting on a microphone?
It's about time.
It's about time. All right.
Do you need anything?
Yes, I need to sing out of this. Okay.
All righty.
Perfect. We'll get out of your way. Take it away.
Oh, no. I'm sick and tired of this mess, girl. I've been real good to you. I've done the very best I can. And what I need to tell you, baby, is it's truly about time. Peace, God bless. See you, take care. It's about time, baby, for me to make a change. It's about time, baby, for me to make a change. You've been doing me wrong for much too long. Say you want a good man that's gonna treat you right. Say you want a good man, woman, that's gonna treat you right. Every time I look around, you wanna fuss and fight. It's about time, baby, I'm out here. Hard every day just to make you my pay. Work hard every day just to bring you my pay. Now you got the nerve to say you don't love me anyway. It's about time. Come here, guitar. Me wrong for much too long. About time, baby, got to make a change. About time, baby, got to make a change. John Tuck on the keyboards. Thank you so much.
Time now for our final thoughts here on Arc Rochester. We do want to, of course, hand it back over to Chris Beard, Big Band, for a final song. And that will do it for us here on Arc Rochester. Be sure to wake up with us again tomorrow morning at 4:57 over on 13 Wham ABC.
Yeah, and we'll have much more live local news for you coming up later today on 13 Wham News at midday with Steph and Mark. Have a great day. Take it away.
Thank you, guys. Yep. First time I laid eyes on you, I knew right away, girl, the things I could do for you. I offered to be there, standing by your side. This type of feeling I just can't hide. Now you're telling me that you're all alone.